students. I'm sitting here today with our new everyday hero, and this is our hero, Mr. Howard Huxtable. He's grown up in this area. He grew up just over the hills from Moss Agate School, actually, where he went to school and learned to read. And then as he grew older, he did something that we consider very heroic in our country, and that is he joined the military. So I'm going to ask him some questions about his heroic acts and what he did and his military life, and then we'll see what he has to say about reading. Okay, Mr. Huxtable, were you drafted or did you choose to go into the military?
I was drafted.
Okay.
Can you hear him?
And where were you living at the time?
At the time we were living in Wheatland, I had just changed jobs from the first job that we took after I was married, but I moved to Wheatland. That's where I
Okay.
got my draft notice.
And you had children already?
One, yes.
You had one child?
One son.
Okay. And you were drafted, and what branch of the military did you join?
The regular army.
Okay, and did you get to choose that?
No.
They
I was
chose it.
I was drafted, and that's where they put me.
Okay. Okay, so can you recall your first days in the service, like boot camp or any of that? Can you tell us a little bit about where you went and what you did?
Well, I was inducted in Denver. That's where I got on a train and rode to California, to Fort Ord, and that's where we started our basic training, first 8 weeks.
Okay. And what did you do in your basic training?
Well, everything they asked me to do and a little more. It's just like regular basic training for any military. They try to tear you down and build you back up, and that's what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you feel prepared when you got done?
Yeah, in a sense, but I also took some second to 8 weeks training that was more beneficial.
Yeah.
It was mechanic work and so on.
Did you get to choose to do mechanic work, or did they assign that to you?
I did more or less choose it. There wasn't much option, but it was the better of maybe two.
Okay. So did you have to do some reading while you were in basic training?
Not very much, no. A lot of listening
Yeah.
and doing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, after basic training, where did you go?
I was sent home on a short leave, and then I was shipped to Germany.
I bet
Went-
you went to
I
Columbus,
went
Georgia
to-
for your training.
Came home for, I think, a week or 10 days, 2 weeks, I guess, and then flew to Newark, New Jersey, and left from there.
And then how long were you in Germany?
1 year, about a year.
And so you had to leave your wife and child there in Wheatland,
Well,
or here in Wyoming.
they came back to Douglas where her parents lived, and she lived there for a while. And then I was overseas probably 3 weeks or a month maybe, and talked to my commanding officer, and I told him I could secure an apartment if he would let my wife come over, and we did. We were able to fly her over and my little son, and we lived in Germany.
That's awesome.
Off post, we didn't live on post. We're back behind the post in a mile and a half, somewhere like that. I had to walk back and forth to the post every morning.
So you walked a mile or so to work, basically
Yes.
at the post, and then a mile or so back home.
Yeah.
I see. Was it difficult living in Germany with a different language?
Oh, there was some things we had to adjust, but most of the folks there could speak kind of broken English as well as and we learned a little bit of German as we went along. Got by
That's
pretty
cool. That's cool. Did you learn to eat new foods over there?
good. I don't know for the most part. Well, we did. We had our own house, of course, and bought our own food through the German grocery store and the PX. We had and the wife cooked most of my food there at home, and that's when I was in the service. On post, then of course I ate there.
So then while you were there, to contact back home, like your brothers or your mom and dad or your wife's parents, did you get to just call very often, or did you have to write letters?
No, I don't think we ever called at all. It was mainly by letters.
Western Union.
Yeah.
And about how long did it take for a letter to get from there to here or here to there?
I don't know exactly. It probably could have been varied any amount of time, but I would guess somewhere around 4 to 5 days or somewhere in that area.
So they must have flown it on a plane.
Yeah,
huh?
it would probably come on airmail.
Okay. So there were no emails or no text messages
No,
or
we didn't.
anything like
Didn't
that.
do any of that.
Okay. Did you get to travel on any little vacations while you were there?
We did. We took one leave and went down to Garmisch-Berchtesgaden down on the Austrian Alps and spent. I think we spent a week there. I guess something like that. And it was fun. We got to go to out on a lake on a boat and saw a little bit of entertainment while we was down there.
That's
good.
pretty cool.
Good.
Well, that's neat. So then you came back to Wyoming?
Back to Fort Ord.
Oh.
Our unit gyroscoped with the 8th Airborne. I was in the 5th Army Regiment, 10th Regiment, and our unit came back, and the Airborne went over there and took our place.
Okay.
So our whole unit come back. We were fortunate to come back on a advance party. The wife was pregnant, and they took a bunch of pregnant women and officers' wives and all of that. And it wasn't a real pleasant trip, but we got home all right. We flew.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah, we did good.
Good. So it didn't take as long to
No,
get
I
home.
did fly both ways. I flew from New Jersey to Germany through Scotland, and then came back by same means.
So the other option would have been to ride a ship.
Yes.
And how long would that have taken?
It would-
About?
Some of the other fellows that had to ride on a ship were 10 days or 2 weeks getting over there through all the
Wow.
ports and all of the things I had. Yeah, no, we had a real fortunate turn of events. They fell the whole company out in New Jersey and walked down halfway, and the commanding officer said, "You guys on the right are going to fly, and you guys on the left are going to go boat." And I happened to be on the right side.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty
That worked
cool.
good.
That's
It
pretty
really,
cool.
really nice. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's neat. And are you really happy that you served in the military?
Yes, I don't regret it at all. It was good for both of us, and we served our purpose of being in the service, which we were asked to do. I have 2 brothers and a father that were all in service. Dad was in World War One, and 2 brothers that were in World War II, and I was in between the 2 conflicts between Korea and Vietnam.
I see.
So I really didn't see military combat, but we were in the Army of Occupation in Germany.
And I'm sure you did a lot to repair things and prepare for the next situation.
Well, yes, it was kind of a maintenance program, as far as our unit was concerned. But we were in training all the time too over there, because I was in a heavy weapons company, and I was in the motor pool, and so I was busy with vehicles and so on.
Okay. Well, cool. And then when you did get out of the military and you came back to Wyoming, what did you do?
Well, we bummed around different ranch jobs. I went to work when I first got home for the county, working on road, bridge, and that didn't last too awful long. And then I got a chance to get a ranch job in Nebraska, and we went down there and worked with a large ranch down there for 4 years. I think we were down there. And then we left there and come back to Douglas and worked some more construction, and then actually rented a ranch of our own and for a while, and then eventually moved in on my home place and worked for my dad, mom.
That's really neat.
Yeah, we had.
That's cool. Well, as you guys can see, he's done a lot of different things in life. And in all those things, you have to know how to read. And sometimes reading is a wonderful thing because you can pass the time by just reading a good book. So remember, 20 minutes every day makes you a better reader, and you get to see so many places just by reading. Mr. Huxtable, thank you so much, and we consider you an everyday hero, both because you served in the military for our country and because you came back and helped build Wyoming the way it is.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed my military service, and I can tell you, this lady that's interviewing me is a teacher, but she's right. Learn to read right and they can't take your military or your education away from you. So get all of it you can.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
I had a chance that I could have went to college, but I thought I was smart enough when I got to high school, so I didn't go. But I sometimes wish I had.
Yeah.
I would have benefited.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
You bet.